Okay, we're recording. I'm recording.
I'm also recording.
Okay, and I'm going to look. We are here in the variously called Writer's Swamp or some other things. It's a quest.
It's actually it's actually labeled as the if you want to come visit it.
Yes, anybody can come here, and we'll have instructions available in the not here, but on the post when we post it, telling how to come here and how to how to move around and a few other things like that. We move around basically by pressing the forward key and we can also move sideways by pressing one of the keys, uh, one of the sideways keys. And we are looking particularly at a little box called number one. And that's because we are in a quest, that number one is the first, potentially the first challenge. There's not really a challenge here. This is basically just start out instructions. Um, and we will be providing in the wherever we post it, we'll be providing instructions as how to get into 3D Web World to pursue these. The way we see things, the way we open something is right in the center of the window. We have a little red circle, and when we move to put that red circle on an object that is responsive, we get um, a something that tells us a little bit about what this is about. Um, or it may be, of course, a challenge. This one says a coward's mission, but I will be free of this curse, as will Blanken. The weird virgin told me of a more benign way by a flower that blooms in Fantasy Place, and she told me of a gate here on this island to Fantasy Place, but I cannot find it. And I cannot live with this curse anymore. Eric can release me the hard way. He does not know me yet, but the full moon comes soon. He will know me then, and he will come. I will not hide. Um, I've made some notes here and pointed out this is the hook, um, the inciting incident for a story. And I made some more notes, but I won't go into those. Now, if I want to leave that scene, all I have to do is uh, move my view a bit to the one side or the other, so that my red
Right.
circle is not on the box. And now let me introduce you to Jamie. Jamie's a friend of mine, and he is going to talk to us about. Well, he and I will be chatting about this, how this works. Um, Jamie,
One thing we need to mention about these windows is if you have to scroll while you're in the window while you're reading, you need to hit escape to get your only available.
well, actually, and we definitely want to remind people about the escape, as you said, um, because of course, well, I usually forget to use the escape every once in a while, so I wonder why I can't make things move until I remember that I need to use the escape. Um, let's see, we actually now are looking at a building, and by the way, this building has been imported from OpenSim. Uh, this is actually a duplicate of a world of a place that was in OpenSim. In fact, is now again uh, in OpenSim. And it was actually called a swamp. It's not really all that much of a swamp, but we might call it that sometimes. Um, and the house is pretty much a duplicate. The Some other parts of it uh, didn't transfer very well, so but they have been replaced. The the place is also duplicated in an open sim place in Nara's world, actually also in Kitely, but Nara's world is Nara's Nara's Nook is the place where we are doing the most of the development of it in OpenSim. So we basically have a parallel development in here and in OpenSim. The scripts are pretty much the same. The content, the story is pretty much the same. And the general idea is you follow the story through and you may run into some challenges where you have to solve problems. Not so much here in this particular place. The story actually goes to another place later on. It was mentioned right at the beginning, foreshadowed fantasy place. But right now we don't know how to get there.
We don't know how to get there, but we're gonna figure it out.
Yes, that's actually part of that. Well, that is the main challenge in this story. So now let's walk through. Let's walk up closer to the building, and conveniently, in these virtual worlds, it's not hard to walk. I'm not sure I could walk all that easily elsewhere, but um, well, and I know Jamie couldn't. Uh, but
No.
uh, but we in this virtual world we can easily move around and we don't get winded even, much less.
That's right.
And I'm now going to move up, get higher, so that I can be close to the um, stairway, past the stairway. And oh, I've got a little ideator box. This is a box that with some instructions. If you click on it, it will give you. Well, I mean, if you hover your cursor over it, it will give you information, suggestions about how to um, think of some ideas in connection with this story. And there they are. It says ideation, and it says you are a group of investigators studying this world. Think of myths. Part one, the individual answer. Answer these questions in your notes. And it says, how did this place come to be? And it gives you a bunch of other things that you could think about that could be part of a story if you decide to make them part of a story.